Hi, what's going on? My name is Anand. In this video, we're going to be learning how do we connect our custom domain with GlideCampaign so that instead of going to app.glidecampaign.com, you can have your own domain, which would look something like app.mywhitelabelsascrm.com or whatever is the domain that you have purchased. So, in order to connect your own domain, you will first have to make a purchase, right? And to buy a domain, you can go to websites like Hostinger or Namecheap or whatever domain provider that you basically use. And buying a domain is pretty easy. It's like buying something from an e-commerce website. Just go to any of the domain provider. For an example, I went to hostinger.com and just search for whatever is your domain. Right now I've chosen my WhiteLabelCRMapp.com. Search for that. If that is available, add to cart and make a purchase. And you have your domain ready with you. Now you can buy your domain from any of the domain provider. It could be Namecheap, GoDaddy, Hostinger. My recommended domain providers are Hostinger and Namecheap, but feel free to purchase it from wherever you want. Now, once you have purchased your domain, you will have to go to your DNS zone editor. And if you're not able to find your DNS zone editor, then just put your domain provider, let's say in my case it is Hostinger, and then put change DNS record, and you will get a full-fledged documentation on how do you find your domain's DNS record. So here you can see I'm getting an article on the same, or you can search for the same on YouTube and you'll get a video on how to get to my DNS zone editor. I am already on the page of my DNS zone editor. So I have purchased this domain called as crmconnect.pro, and this is my DNS zone editor inside of hostinger.com. But coming to this page is pretty easy. Like I said, just purchase your domain and open your DNS zone editor, and the interface for any other domain provider is pretty much the same. They all give you the platform to manage the DNS zone editor and add more DNS records. It's almost the same for whether you're buying it from Namecheap or GoDaddy or whatever domain provider that you've got. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to GlideCampaign, and you need to go to the custom domains tab. Now to get to this page, first of all head over to WhiteLabel and then go to custom domains tab, and this is where you will be adding your custom domain. So for me it is app.crmconnect.pro. I'm going to put my domain over here, app.crmconnect.pro over here, and then hit next. And in just a couple of seconds, it's going to give you a DNS record, which I'm going to copy and paste it inside my name server. So let's just wait and see. Yes. So as you can see, I've got these records. So since I have actually already connected my domain in the past, you can see these two, it already shows that these are connected, but I'm going to do it from scratch. I'm going to copy all of these records in front of you and paste it inside my DNS zone editor. What is the first one? The first one is a CNAME record. So in order to copy a CNAME record, just copy this from here, go back in your DNS zone editor, choose the type. Here it's going to be CNAME. In the name section, put app, which we copied from here, and in the value section, I'm going to copy this and put it inside the target and just let it be whatever is the default value over here and click add record. Now you can see it says you already have this CNAME available because I already connected that in the past. So what I would do is I would just search for the CNAME record that I created previously. I'm going to delete that from here and I will click on add record one more time. And guess what? I have the app record added over here. Now I need to do the same thing. Probably it will throw the same error because I've already connected this in the past. So I'm going to search for this. Do we already have this anywhere? Nope. So this time it's going to be easy. I don't have to delete any record because I've not done it previously. Now I've copied the name and I have also copied the value, which I'm going to be putting over here, and add a record. Very easy, right? The next one is copying this one and pasting the value over here. Now if I make a search, you can see I have already connected my CNAME record. So what do I need to do? I will delete that and I put it over here, or I can make an edit if I want to change anything over here. So let me just delete that. I want to do everything in front of you. So I will paste the name, but before that I have to actually change this to CNAME. I'll paste the name over here. I will copy the value, paste it over here, keep it default, add the record. One more time, this is the last one. Let me just see if I've already added this. Yes, I'm going to delete it from here. Again, one more time, choose CNAME, put the name over here, put the target value and paste it over here, and you're done, right? You do not have to delete anything because you've not done that previously. In my case, I already connected this domain, so I had to delete the one that I added in the past, and I added the fresh records copied from here, right? So once you're done, click on verify. I have added these records. Depending on your domain registrar, it might take up to 24 hours to reflect the changes. So even though you have connected your domain, you will have to wait for some time in order to have these changes reflected. So I've clicked over here. It's not working because the changes do not reflect yet. So what I'm going to do is I will close, and here it shows me that WhiteLabel domain setup is still pending and the email sending is still pending. Now the next thing I need to do is I also have to connect my main website, which is crmconnect.pro. This domain, this link over here, it is only for the user to log into my platform and use my platform. But for my landing page, I need to get crmconnect.pro as the domain, or www.crmconnect.pro, so that user can go to my landing page and explore the platform, get the idea of what it is, and probably start the free trial. So how do we do that? In order to do that, head over to your website section and go to your connected domains. Go to website and the connected domains. As you can see, I've already connected the domain, but I'm going to delete that from here and I'll connect the domain from scratch. So I'll click on add domain. I choose my custom domain from here. I'm going to put my custom domain over here and then click next. Now you can also enable the email sending from here itself. So I'm going to put support@crmconnect.pro, and here I'm also creating a website hosting. I'll click next. It is asking me whether I want to opt for the CDN, which will make your website much more faster. So I'm going to opt for that, and then I will get these records, which I again have to copy and paste it inside my platform. So the first one is a record. So I might already have an A record. So let me just first search for that. As you can see, I already have an A record. So I can either delete a record or I can just edit it from here. So instead of deleting the one, I will actually just go ahead and edit that. So I have copied the value because the type is a record and the name is @. So I'm not gonna create an A record from scratch. If you are doing this, you will actually go ahead and choose the A record, put @ over here and put the value over here and click on add record. But in my case, since I already have the record, I'm not gonna add this one. Next one is adding a www CNAME, which again I can first search for if it already exists. Let me just copy this from here. I'm going to make a search to confirm if I already have it. Yes, I already have this, but if there's any changes in the value, I can copy and paste it over here to be double sure that I'm pasting the right values over here, and I update it. Again, I'll do it for this one. Let me just quickly search. Do I have this record? No. So I'm going to create a CNAME record. I'm going to paste my name over here. I'm going to copy the value from here, put it inside the target, and add the record. Again, for this one, do the same thing. Choose the CNAME, put it over here, and then you paste the value in the target section over here. Add record. Oh, it didn't go through because I guess I already have this record, which is over here. So what I'll do is I'll just change the value. Oh, let me just copy the value and I paste it over here. Now the last one is this one. So just search for this ft2.domain key, and I need to paste the value from here and put it over here. Now if all of this sounds too complicated for you, then you can always reach out to our support team to do it for you, right? You have to share your DNS credential with our support team, and our support team will set this up for you if you're not a tech savvy person. Although it doesn't need a lot of technical knowledge to do it because it's just a copy and paste thing. But if you still feel that you're not able to do that, just share the domain credentials with us, and our support team will be able to set it up for you. Right, so once you're done, click on verify. I have added these records correctly, and then click on view DNS details. Oops, yeah. Now here it is checking for the DNS record. So like I said, it might take up to 24 hours to reflect all the changes. You have successfully connected your domain for the website and for your white label login page. And let me just give it a one try if I'm able to open my app.crmconnect.pro or not. And the answer is yes. As you can see, my CRM Connect login is now completely accessible, so I can directly log in from here. Although I'm not going to do that, let's go back, and I also have to verify this, which we will do it in the later part of the video series, because we also have to connect our domain with the pre-built landing page that we've created for you. So for that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.